Hey everyone, welcome to a quick tutorial for the Fantasy Insiders Draft Tools Chrome extension that the wonderful Nicole Valencia has created for us. Nicole also is the one that works tirelessly on the RotoGrinders Chrome plugins for the daily fantasy sites. This one is for draft, the draft.com specifically on Chrome, and you can use it for your daily fantasy drafts. But for this specifically, we're going to cover the best ball contest. So once you install that, you will go to upcoming. If this section right here, the Fantasy Insiders logo, the total drafts calculated, if that's not there, then just refresh the page by pressing Control R on the Windows and Command R on the Mac. Once you do that, you should see the total drafts calculated, and you'll also see when you click on a draft, the Add Draft button. So each draft is calculated by the number of entrants in that draft as far as exposure percentage. So for a 12-person draft, you'll see all the player exposures that you have for all of your 12-player drafts that you add. And the same is true for the 6, the 3-man, whatever you have on here. So what we'll go ahead and do is add our NFL contest, and I'll just go ahead and add all the drafts that I've done. All right, so I've now added all of my drafts, and it takes a little bit of time, especially if you've drafted a number of draft contests. But once you do it the first time, it takes a few minutes to do so, just by clicking on the contest and then add. Once you do that, then it's already done. So any new drafts that you do, you just go and you would find it, and then you would add it, and it would add to your player exposure pool that you have. If you want to clear them, you just would click Clear NFL. So if you have multiple sports, you could just clear one sport, and it's not going to erase everything else. So what I'll do is I'll click on one of my contests, like this Best Ball Championship that we have, and I will see all my different exposures. And as you can see, it can be interesting with the different player exposures that you have. You can also use it for your My Drafts, your live drafts that you are in. So if it's a slow draft, I'm clicking on the current drafts that I have, and you will see right here all the player percentages that I have of these guys. So Delanie Walker at 45%. This way, if you want to diversify your exposure, if you think you are too heavy on somebody, you can. If you want to increase your exposure, you can also do it. So a pretty cool tool. If you have any feedback for us, hit us up on Twitter at Fantasy Insiders, or send us an email, support@fantasyinsiders.com if it's not working for you. And keep in mind, this is just the beginning. We'll be adding a lot more stuff as well.